All right, hi everybody. Welcome to Strength and Sculpt. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I couldn't record this class live tonight, so this is going to be the pre-recorded version that gets posted at 5:30 our normal class time. I hope you enjoy. I will be posting the playlist link in the description of this video. So if you're wondering how you can get the Spotify playlist, just check out the description. You'll see it's linked there. We're going to do something a little bit different today. So I'm going to sort of alternate between two different formats for Strength and Sculpt. Last week's class, if you took it and tried it out, awesome. Last week's class was a more traditional Sculpt style that is beat-based with lots and lots of tracks where we are focusing on like one particular muscle group for a song. So for example, a squat song or an arm song. This class is going to be more circuit style, not beat based. So you can move to the music or you can move off the beat. This playlist is just a suggestion. It's what I'm going to be listening to because it's stuff that amps me up. The way that we're structuring our workout for today is going to be a warm up, and then we have 6 circuits that are dedicated to lower body, upper body, a combo of lower and upper body. Then we have a glute focus circuit, a plank push-up circuit, a core circuit, and then your cool down. So you get 6 longer circuits. They're about 7 minutes a piece, where we're going to be supersetting movements. And it's not set to the beat of the music. So a little bit different from the Sculpt style class we did last week. Anyways, that was a long-winded intro. For your equipment for today, a mat, whatever dumbbells you have at home. I have 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds. I have water to the side. Pulling that playlist link out of the description, and we'll get into our warm-up song, which is called You For Me. So I'll give us a countdown, and then we'll get into it. We got 3 minutes to warm up the body. Here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So let's take it back to our mat. Set your feet outside your hips, arms at your side, shoulder height, and start by taking those small arm circles forward. I like to start with the same warm-up pretty much for each of these classes because we're working through our joints. Just bring a little bit of movement to the body. Lots of body weight movement just to get your heart rate up, get your blood pumping. One more big circle forward, then start to go back. Small circles back, reach those arms away from the shoulder joint, get bigger with each rotation. A few big circles back, and now swing your arms front to back. Now think about your posture here. You want to stand up nice and tall, draw the shoulders away from the ears, draw your navel to your spine. We're going to march our knees in 3, 2, 1, march your knees, let's go. Move on the beat, move off the beat, move fast, move slow, do whatever is going to bring some life to your body here. Add an upper body twist. So I have 90 degrees at the elbows, trying to keep the elbows right at shoulder height, and I'm not dipping my chest forward. I'm trying to draw the knee up high and draw the elbow across the body just to get them to meet at midline. We open the gate next. In 3, 2, 1, let's open the gate. Swinging the knee away from midline. All right, so finding some unilateral balance, working through the hip joint. One more on each side and switch directions. Close the gates. All right, we're gonna bring a little bit of impact into this warm up. We got butt kickers in 3, 2, 1, butt kicks. All right, so it's like a jog in place, but look at this from the side. I'm kicking my heels up to my butt, leaning slightly forward. You can march through this or jog through it. We got jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks, let's go. So you can jump your feet or you can step your feet one at a time, keeping those arms going. The goal is to get the heart rate up a bit. We take it to high knees, a march or a sprint, your choice. 3, 2, 1, switch it up, let's go. All right, check out these high knees from the side. Leaning back, knees drive up to hip height. Nice and light on the feet. You can march through this. Squats, 3, 2, 1. Feet outside the hips, squat and rise, squat and rise. Knees track over toes, chest up, butt to knee line. Let's pulse it low next. 3, 2, 1, pulse. Body weight in your heels. Almost done with your warm-up, team. 4, 3, 2, time. Nice. Grab some water if you need it. So I'm going to show you all the moves for our circuit first. 4 moves in each circuit. We're starting lower body. 4 moves, 40 seconds apiece, back to back. Then you get 30 seconds rest, and we do it again for round 2. We are going to try this with our heaviest weights, and we can always bail out to our lighter weights if it gets to be too much. I've got 10-pound dumbbells. I'm going to pop them on my shoulder. Our first move is going to be feet outside the hips, a double pulse squat to a calf raise. Pulse once, twice, calf raise. Once, twice, calf raise with heels lifted. Move number 2, keeping those weights at your shoulders, or an option to hold them at your side. A pendulum lunge, we're going to stick with one leg. You're going to lunge forward, bring that foot up, lunge back, bring that foot up. We're working some unilateral balance, and our goal is to never let that foot that's lunging hit the floor, all right? We'll switch sides in round 2. In round 3, we can take our weights back to our shoulders. We are taking tiptoe squat pulses in a plie squat stance with wide feet. We get low. We pulse, pulse. Check out what I'm doing. I lift one heel up on my tiptoes, and I alternate. We got 40 seconds of that in plie squat. And then finally, our 4th move is a curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, narrow lunge. It's a curtsy lunge diagonal, reverse lunge all the way back, bring that lunge up halfway, and then we're going to switch sides. Let me show it from the side. So I'm low, it's a curtsy lunge diagonal, reverse lunge all the way back, narrow lunge halfway, reset in a squat, and switch. Those are our 4 moves. Picking your poison. I'm going to grab a sip of water, pull up our timer, and we'll get going. Remember, you have 2 rounds, 4 moves apiece, 40 seconds each move. All right, let's do this. Weights to the shoulders, double pulse squat to calf raise. Here we go. Weights up. We go in 5, feet outside hips. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pulse once, twice, calf raise. Once, twice, calf raise. So what am I thinking about here? In a double pulse squat, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the movement. To maximize time under tension, I pulse twice, and then I'm going for triple extension with my hip, my knees, and my ankles. Guess what? We're halfway. All right. To maximize load on the quads, make sure you're hanging out in the bottom for that double pulse. All right. In 10 seconds, we're switching pendulum lunge. Left leg is going to be moving, right leg stationary. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So left leg back, bring it up. Left leg forward, bring it up. So with that left leg, we got 40 seconds that we're committing to. And our goal is to only let that left foot hit the ground when we're going for a lunge. So we got to find stability on the right leg. And it's a long step forward and a long step back. When you're hitting that lunge to the front, you should feel your right knee get close to the floor. When you hit the lunge to the back, your left knee close to the floor. All right, get ready. Plie squat stance, tiptoe squat pulse. 3, 2, 1, wide plie stance. Get low. Heel up, heel up. Take it left, take it right. So we are pulsing in a plie squat. The goal here is a flat back. Try to tuck your hips under your torso. Lift one heel, get up on the tiptoe, and stay low. It's a big burn, yep. After this set of squats, we're going to lunges. A curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, narrow lunge, and then we switch legs. Give me 10 seconds. I know this burns. We got blood pumping to our legs. We are building strength. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Last move. A curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, narrow lunge, switch. Curtsy, reverse, narrow, switch. From the side, curtsy, reverse, narrow, and switch. And notice that when I switch, I'm keeping a bend in my knees. I'm almost trying to hit a chair pose, all right? Woo, 15 seconds. All right, on the curtsy lunge, you're feeling the side of your glute, right? Woo, baby. Give me 5, rest is coming. 3, 2, 1, time. Weights down, 30 seconds to you. Grab some water. We do it again. Now this time, those pendulum lunges will be on the right leg. We go on 15. Give a little shake to your legs, right? And grab your weights. Stay strong, go heavy. Weights to shoulders, double pulse squat to calf raise. Feet just outside hips. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pulse, pulse, calf raise. So we're thinking low, low, explode. Getting lots of height in the body when we lift those heels up. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your calves when you hit the calf raise. And shoot the crown of your head to the ceiling. So we should have a tall posture, up on your tippy toes. All right, what do we got next? Pendulum lunges with the right leg moving. So the left leg will be stationary. Breathe for 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right leg. So lunge back, lift up, lunge forward. That lift, right? You just want to try to bring your knee to hip height as you transition smoothly with control between front and back. Now notice, if you're losing your balance, which you might, because everybody has one side that they're better at balancing than the other. If you lose your balance, it's okay to kickstand, regain your balance, and then come back. In 10 seconds, we're going to those tiptoe plie squat pulses. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Feet go wide. Toes to the corners. Sit your butt down. Toes up. Sorry, heels up. Toes down. One at a time. We alternate. All right. So this is where we know that big burn is coming in. This is where we really have to commit. We got to lock in. We got to focus. And we got to say, I can do this, because you can. So sink into it. Keep the chest up. And embrace this feeling of power, of strength, because you have it in you. On deck, a curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, narrow lunge, alternating sides. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. So it's that curtsy diagonal, straight back, bring it halfway forward, reset. Curtsy, straight back, bring it halfway up and reset. From the side, curtsy, straight back, narrow stance, reset. Woo, boy. Curtsy, reverse, narrow, and reset. And maybe make sure you know where your weights are positioned. All right. So our good news is that we're almost done with that lower body circuit, that lower body focus. Come on. Be with me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Weights down. Let's grab that water. Awesome work. Okay, so we're going to upper body focus now. Our first move, I am going to take this with slightly lighter weights because I know my legs can handle a bit more. So I'm going to use my 8-pound weights and stick with them as long as possible. If I need to in this circuit, I'll bail out to my 5-pound weights. So I'm grabbing my 8-pounders. My first move, I have my feet just underneath my hips, a soft bend in my knees, underhand grip on the weights, palms face forward. I'm gonna hit crossbody, raise left, crossbody, raise right, and then both arms straight up. Let me show it from the side. Crossbody left, crossbody right, and both arms straight up to the front. It's okay to have a micro bend in your elbow. Don't lift the weights higher than shoulders. Your second move, again, feet underneath hips, palms will face the body. It's gonna be an upright row, elbows high, immediately hinge at the waist, bent over fly. Upright row, stand tall, hinge, bent over fly. Upright row, bent over fly. All right, okay to have a micro bend in your elbow on the fly as well. Move number 3, a rotator raise with a shoulder squeeze. I'm gonna lock my elbows at 90 degrees and keep soft knees. So I'm gonna hit a rotator raise. I'm gonna lift my elbows, open my palms, squeeze, 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 reset, touch down, arms in. So it's up, open, squeeze center, go wide, down, and in. And then our fourth movement is a hammer curl shoulder press complex. In a hammer curl, palms face each other. You're gonna hammer curl, shoulder press. You're gonna pump the left, pump the right, and bring it all down to reset. Hammer curl, push, pump the right arm, pump the left arm, and then reset. All right, I'm gonna attempt all of this with 8-pound weights. So if you have an option, try a set that's heavier for your upper body, and you can always bail out to lighter. Let's do this, 40 seconds apiece. All right, gang, 2 cross body raises with a double arm front raise. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the left arm across, the right arm across, now both arms straight forward. Left arm crosses, right arm crosses, and both arms straight to the front. So I have my palm up, and I can feel my biceps and my back here, doing a lot of work. Now the goal is to stay upright. We don't want to lean back. We don't want to lean forward. Our core is on. Soft bend in the knees, not locking out the legs, and draw the navel in tight, all right? So our core is helping keep us grounded and stable. Get ready, upright row to fly. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Palms face the body. Upright row, hinge, bent over, fly, stand. Upright row, hinge, bent over, fly, stand. From the side, elbows lead, hinge, flying wide. Standing tall with the weights close to the body on the row. So close to the body, and then flying wide, halfway. See if you can find a nice fluidity, a nice flow between these two movements, all right? Woo! So we're feeling our traps here, a little bit of our rear delts. Rotator raise, shoulder squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Lock your elbows. Lift them up, open, squeeze your forearms, take it wide, down, and in. Keep the elbows locked, open, squeeze your forearms, wide, down, and in. You got this. So our goal on the rotator raise is to really fight for 90 degrees and try to keep those elbows just at shoulder height. Lock your shoulders down the back, away from your ears. In 10 seconds, we're gonna hit a hammer curl with that shoulder press complex to finish out round 1. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So weights at your side. It's a hammer curl, press, pump the left arm, pump the right arm. Now bring it all down. Do it again. Hammer curl, press both, pump left, pump right, and bring them both down. We're not swinging those weights in the curl. We are placing, we are controlling, and we are punching those weights tall. Try not to lean back. We want to minimize any curvature of the low back by really engaging the core. You got 10 seconds and then we're hitting our rest. Come on. Take a deep breath. It's a pure strength here, baby. 3, 2, 1, time. Weights down, let's grab some water, and then we'll hit round 2. So check in with yourself. Was that a challenge? If you feel like you could have given more, could you have done another minute of that? Try to go heavier. For me, that was perfect. I'm feeling a big burn in my shoulders, my biceps, and my back. In 10 seconds, we're starting, so let's pick up those weights. First move, cross body raise 2 times, and both arms forward. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So cross body left, cross body right, and both arms forward. When you lift both arms forward, that's where you're gonna feel that urge to lean back. So what I'm gonna tell you to do is squeeze your butt really hard and brace your abs really tight, like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. If we do that, that's gonna make our legs engage, and it's gonna make the entire midsection engage so that you stay upright. This is as much for our upper body as it is for our core right here. All right, our next move, upright row to bent over fly. Get ready for it. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Palms face your body. Upright row close, hinge, fly. Stand it up. Upright row, hinge, fly. Stand it up. All right, we are in this. We are feeling really good right about now because we know we are solidly in the conditioning phase of class. All right, we worked our lower body really hard in that first circuit. Let's match that intensity with our upper body. So make this smooth, fluid transitions between your moves. In 10 seconds, we're going rotator raise to a shoulder squeeze. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lock your elbows 90 degrees. Up, open, squeeze, wide, down, and in. Think about placement of the weights. Hit each position. So we hit, 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 and hit. It's distinct, each part of this movement. Now, depending on your flexibility in your back, you may not be able to get your forearms to squeeze together, and that's okay. On deck, hammer curl to that shoulder press complex. 3, 2, 1. Weights at your side. Hammer curl, press it up. Punch the left, punch the right, and bring it down. So you want to have those perfect touchdown arms, right? Weights are right over the shoulders. Your posture is nice and upright. This can be slow and controlled. This might be the best one yet, right? This is our best one because we are focused, we are locked in, and we are thinking about how we are moving for 10 more seconds. The best one yet, best one, best one. Come on, breathe, we got 5, 3, 2, 1, time. Weights down. Grab some water, nice job. All right, for our next circuit, we are gonna combine lower body and upper body together. For our first move, we're gonna do a single leg deadlift into a row. And what I'll say for this circuit, because our goal is to hit lower body and upper body together, you don't have to go super heavy. So whereas I have my 10-pound dumbbells for the lower body circuit, I'm sticking with 8s for this one because I know I'm gonna be working a lot of muscle groups. First move, single leg deadlift to a row. What I'm gonna do is take one leg behind, I'm gonna flex that foot. I'm gonna stick with this one leg stationary on the ground and one leg swinging behind. I'm gonna take a single leg deadlift. I'm gonna row at the base and then hinge back up. I'm gonna hinge forward, single leg deadlift, row those weights close to the ribs and stand it up. You're gonna squeeze the glute of the standing leg to maintain balance. 40 seconds on that side, single leg deadlift to a row. Move number 2, squat thrusters. This is where we're gonna get your heart rate up. So feet outside the hips, weights are gonna be at the shoulders. It's a squat, thrust, squat, thrust, squat, thrust. And your goal is to transition the momentum from that squat right into the weights and shoot them to the ceiling. Move number 3, we have a reverse lunge hold to a wide bicep curl. A wide bicep curl meaning you're gonna turn your palms out to the side, lock your elbows in at your sides. I'm gonna take a reverse lunge, hold it, hit one bicep curl at the bottom, then step in and reset other side. One long reverse lunge, one wide bicep curl at the bottom, stand up and reset. And move number 4, you only need one dumbbell, and I am gonna recommend that you make it your heavy one. We have an alternating squat snatch. You're gonna take your feet wide, one dumbbell on this one. You're gonna take that dumbbell low, below knee line, zipper it up your body, all right? Look at my other hand behind. Then I'm gonna drop it down, switch, snatch, drop, pulse and switch, snatch, drop, pulse and switch. When I switch out my hands, notice that I'm in a low squat. That's the goal. It's a squat to a snatch. Zipper it up your body. All right, gang. Let's do this. We are starting single leg deadlift to row, and I'm going to take my right leg behind me so my left leg is down. Grabbing my 8-pound weights. Get ready to start this up. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So a single leg deadlift, row at the base, and hinge up. Now on a single leg deadlift, your goal is to keep a flat back. Squeeze every muscle in your leg, and especially your ankle, to keep stability on that one foot. Your back leg should be as straight as possible, and that foot should be flexed. For some reason, it helps with balance. In 15 seconds, we're going to a squat thruster. Make sure you're continuing to row those weights close to your rib cage, elbows in tight. Get ready for squat thrusters, feet outside the hips in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, switch it up. Weights at the shoulders. We squat, thrust, squat, thrust. All right. So here is that cardio peak in our combo upper and lower body circuit. This move is designed to get that heart rate to spike. So the more speed you can put in this, and the more explosivity you can get off the floor, the higher your heart rate will go. And that's a good thing. On deck, we have a reverse lunge and a wide bicep curl. Less than 10 seconds here, come on. Remember, elbows will be in tight. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Elbows in tight, palms outside. Reverse lunge, wide bicep curl at the base, and switch. Reverse lunge, wide bicep curl, and switch. From the side, looks like this. Notice that I'm taking a really long step back. I'm getting 90-90 in both knees, and I'm trying to stay upright with my torso, not leaning forward. 15 seconds. We're about to pick up one heavy weight for that alternating dumbbell snatch. I'm picking up that 10-pound dumbbell. We're gonna do this. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Wide feet. You ready? So we snatch, zipper it up, pulse to switch hands. Snatch, pulse, and switch. Get a good grip on the dumbbell, zipper it up, throw that weight to the ceiling. Your offhand that doesn't have weight shoots behind you for a little bit of counterbalance, and it's a reminder by putting that weight behind you that you have to keep your chest up. We got 10 seconds. Woo! This is also a cardio peak. 3, 2, 1, time. Weight down. Grab your water, and we do it all again for round 2. This time, our single leg deadlift to a row. My right leg will be down, and my left leg will go back. Check to see which side has better stability. Weights up, we're going in 10 seconds. Right leg down, left leg goes behind. Flex that left foot. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's the hinge, row at the bottom, and take it up. Flat back, straight leg going behind. What you want to feel here is your glute and your right leg firing up to provide balance and stability. You also should feel all the muscles of the ankle, right? They're probably a little wobbly. That's normal. Try to maintain that balance and get a strong row in there. On deck, squat thrusters. We go in 5 with feet outside the hips. 3, 2, 1, switch it up, feet outside hips, weights to shoulders, squat, thrust. This is a great move right here to connect the lower and upper body together. So we're clearly working our shoulders, we're working our quads or glutes, but you're also working your abs because that's what's connecting these two movements. So your butt sits back, get it to knee line, and then drive through the mat. Split the floor with your feet, come on. Get ready, reverse lunge, wide bicep curl. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Elbows tight in. Reverse lunge, wide curl, and switch. Try to get that knee just to hover just above the floor in the back of the lunge. All right, when you come out of the lunge, that front knee might start to cave in. Fight against that, press it out. We have one more move to go in this circuit. We're gonna pick up one heavy weight for that alternating dumbbell squat snatch. Woo! 3, 2, 1, one heavy weight. 40 seconds on the clock, wide feet. Let's go. Take it down, zipper up, pulse to switch. So we're pulsing in that squat so we can get a good grip on that weight and we switch up that arm. Throw it up. Try to keep it close to the chest. You might notice I kind of move my head out of the way, right? That's because I'm trying to keep that dumbbell as close to my body as possible. It protects the low back if we do that. Rather than throwing the weight forward, try to throw it straight up. 3, 2, 1, time. weight down. 3 circuits down. Awesome job. Hydrate. All right, gang. So we're gonna take this down to the mat. Our last 3 circuits, mat focused, but we're still gonna be working your lower body, your upper body, and obviously your core. All right, so for this next circuit, with my mat folded in half, just to provide a little more cushion for my butt, we're moving to a glute focused circuit. I'm gonna take this down, show you all 4 moves before we start. All right. So I'm gonna grab my heavy weights for this, my 10-pounders. Again, I know my lower body can handle a lot. And I'm gonna place them on my hips. Now, if at any point you feel like these have gotten to be too heavy, you can grab a different set. You can even do this whole thing body weight, all right? But our goal, sorry, not on our first move, but on our second move, our weights are gonna be on our hips. For our first move, our weights are actually gonna be in our hands. My bad. So here's our glute focus circuit with a little bit of sneaky chest work. I'm gonna plant my feet so that they're close to my butt, and I wanna make sure my knees are in line over my feet, just about hip width distance. Weights are in my hands to start. I'm gonna hit a bridge hold. So I press my hips to the ceiling. I'm gonna hold that bridge while I hit a chest press. Elbows wide to the side and up. That's move number 1, a bridge hold with a chest press. Move number 2, that's when the weights are gonna hit your hips. Check this out. Your butt is low, high, knees out, knees in, and down. Take it up, out, in, and down. 4 movements in 1. That's also gonna engage all sides of your glute. Move number 3, we're gonna hold that bridge up. We're gonna hit single leg kicks. You're gonna kick the right leg, you're gonna kick the left leg while holding your butt high the whole time. And our 4th move, we're gonna add in that 4-count movement again. So we're gonna take the butt down, you come up, march the left knee, march the right knee, bring it down. Hips up, march left, march right, and bring it down, all right? Marching both knees, trying to draw the knee to your chest with the leg bent. Those are our 4 movements. Let's do this. All right, weights in hands, bridge hold with chest press. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, you have 40 seconds right here of a bridge hold while you're hitting that chest press with your dumbbells. So let's talk about your lower body first. You should be squeezing your butt, pressing your hips as high as possible. When you do that, you're gonna feel your low back engage, right? Yeah, so this is a core move in addition to a glute move. Your quads should be locked, press as high as possible. Now smooth on that chest press. Elbows go out wide to the side and then squeeze your chest up. Get ready, we're gonna take those weights to our hips next. Press up, out, in, and down. 3, 2, 1, weights to hips. Here we go. So hips up, knees out, knees in, and down. Hips up, knees out, knees in, and down. We got 40 seconds here in this movement. Hips up, knees wide, knees in, and down. When your knees go wide, you're almost turning onto the knife edge of your foot, the outside of your foot. And then when you squeeze your knees in, you are gonna feel your inner thighs. That little reset in the middle when you drop your butt, that's that little bit of recovery you need to hit your next rep. So enjoy it. On deck, we're gonna hold our hips up and take kicks. 3, 2, 1. Hold those hips up. Kick the right leg, kick the left leg. Let's be mindful of where we are dropping our foot, where we're planting our foot. Try to keep it close to your butt, keeping the hips high. If at any point you feel like you're losing too much height in your hips, you can always ditch those weights and take this body weight. On deck, we have 1 more to go. We're gonna take the hips up, pull the left knee in, pull the right knee in, and take the hips down. Woo, boy. Get ready for your 4th move. Breathe here, hips up, 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, we start down, up, pull the left knee, pull the right knee, hips down. Hips up, pull the left knee, pull the right knee, hips down. We got this. So we're marching that left knee and right knee in. You wanna feel the entire length of your foot helping push through the floor to get those hips up to the ceiling. We're gonna earn that rest. It is coming, I promise you, and it is gonna feel good. So let's work. We got this, team. 3, 2, 1, time. Those weights to the side. Grab yourself some water. We're gonna do that all again. Should have brought my water down with me. All right, 40 seconds apiece on those moves. Same deal, you know exactly what's coming. Grabbing your weights. Chest press with a bridge hold. Get your butt really close to your feet. 3, 2, 1, hips up, let's go. Pressing those weights to the ceiling. So try to avoid the urge to rock your head side to side. Your shoulder blades are helping to stabilize your upper body on the mat. You want to keep your head straight up, looking at the ceiling. Big squeeze to the glutes. Come on, full engagement in your lower body and your booty. All right, what's coming up? We're going to take those weights to our hips. If at any point you feel like it's gotten to be too much with 2 weights, you can also move to 1 weight or body weight. 3, 2, 1, weights to hips. Let's go. Knees up, knees out, in and down. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. All right, so if you need to, you're holding those weights on your hips. Maybe you're even pushing them a little bit to the side just to give yourself enough space when you sit your butt down to hit a full reset. Depends on how big your weights are. Remember, squeeze those knees in tight before you come back down to the ground. All right, coming up, we're gonna take it to those kicks, holding a high bridge, right leg kicks, then left leg. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. I'm going 1 weight on the hips, holding high, kicking the right leg, kicking the left leg. Now, if you decide to take this to 1 weight, you might be able to use the backs of your arms, the backs of your upper arms for some stability. If you decide to go body weight, your arms are going to go straight at your sides with palms down. All right, keeping the hips super high. That's the big focus here. That's the big challenge. We got 1 move to go. We take the hips up, pull the knee in on each side, and then hips down. Get ready for the switch. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. All right, gang, here we go. Up, pull the left knee, pull the right knee, take it down. Up, pull the left knee, pull the right knee, take it down. Woohoo! We are finishing this glute focused circuit. We are really feeling that squeeze and that burn in our backside. All right. So finishing this one strong, team. We are almost done with lower body work for this class, and it feels good. Come on, maintain control to the end. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome work. Weights to the side. Grab yourself some water. And let's get ready for our plank circuit. So we're going to be focusing on our upper body and our abs. All right, for this circuit, we actually are going to start with a move where we are kneeling. And the reason for that is because we want to be able to make a quick transition into plank. Now, if your knees bother you, you can always take the first move in standing and then make a quick transition down to the floor, all right? I'm just going to give myself a little more to work with here on my mat. All right. So I have a part of my mat that's folded over and a part that's not. That'll just give me enough to work with when I'm planking. I'm picking up light weights here. I have 5-pound weights. We don't need anything crazy for these movements. With our first move, either in kneeling or standing, if you're kneeling, take your knees wide. If you're standing, feet just outside your hips. Our first move, we're gonna lock those elbows at 90 degrees. We're gonna hit a side raise to a T extension, in and down. Side raise, T extension, in and down, and you don't need heavy weights for it. Our second move, I'm gonna turn into my plank. So when I'm in plank, I can be in tabletop with my knees under my hips. I can be planking from my knees, or I can be planking from my toes. I'm gonna stick with the weight in one hand, just one weight. I'm gonna row, kick back, bring it in and down. Row, kick back, bring it in and down. And I'm rowing that weight super close to my body. In round 2, we're gonna switch sides on that. Our third movement, no weights needed. It's gonna be a triple pulse push-up. Hands are outside of the shoulders, all right? We wanna hit the chest. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, and up. You can hit that knees or toes. You can even hit that in table with knees under hips. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and up. And move number 4, we got a plank march. This is where having that folded over mat can be helpful. With a plank march, again, knees or toes, you start in low plank, up to high plank, down to low plank, up to high plank. We're gonna alternate the arm that leads. Those are our 4 movements. So let's set ourselves up here. Kneeling or standing, you choose. 2 light weights. You have your bent arm side raised to a T extension. All right, gang. If you're kneeling, wide knees. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So up, extend a T, in and down. My elbows are 90 degrees. Then I hit that full extension with straight arms. And then I return to 90 degrees. Now check out my arms. When I extend, my shoulders are pulling down my back. I'm not shrugging them. My shoulders aren't anywhere near my ears. I am doing my best to pull my scapula, my shoulder blades down my back to really lock the shoulder blades in place. All right, we got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna take one weight to the right hand for a plank row kickback. We got 3, 2, 1. Right hand has the weight. Let's hit that. In plank or from the knees. Row, kick back, in and down. Row, kick back, in and down. Weight is close to the body. I extend from the back of the arm, in and down. My hand that is on the floor. Fingers are spread super wide for a nice base of support. Eyes are forward. All right, in 10 seconds, we're gonna hit our triple pulse push-up. You know exactly what you have to do, knees or toes. Keep the butt low here. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Hands outside shoulders, knees or toes. Let's do this. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and push. 3, 2, 1, and push. If it helps, use the music as a guide. Pulse, 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 and up. If you're listening to the same thing I am, these words, get up, get down, that's what we want to do. We want to get our chest to elbow line. Coming up, we got a plank march, 10 seconds here. And remember your option, bringing the knees under the hips if you need it. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. All right, plank march, starting in low plank, knees or toes. Take it to high plank, come down to low plank. Other side, up to high plank, down to low plank. Just like with push-ups, you can do this from tabletop, from a modified plank on the knees, or from your toes. But your goal is to keep your shoulders and hips square to the floor. And the way we do that is by putting more distance between our feet or our knees. Squeeze your butt hard, eyes are forward, breathe. Give me 5, 3, 2, 1, time. Grab yourself some water before we get into round 2. Awesome stuff. You're feeling a warm feeling inside, right? Yeah. It's your core, baby. We're working it hard. All right, so let's get ourselves ready. We're hitting that side raise to extension, light weights, kneeling or standing. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, extend to T, bring it in, and down. All right, this one can be nice and slow. We don't have to worry about speed here. We want quality reps over quantity, truly quality reps. So just like we did in previous circuits, we want to think about hitting each part of the move. All right, we got 10 seconds here. And then we're gonna take the weight to the left hand. You'll hit a plank row into a kickback from knees or toes. 3, 2, 1, weight to left hand. Let's do this. From your plank position, you row, kick back, bring it in, and down. Row, kick back, bring it in, and down. That right arm, it's doing a lot to stabilize you. You have 3 points of contact with the mat right now. This is not easy. Dropping to the knees is a way to make this easier. Try to keep the butt low, not popping it up, and get that squeeze in the back of your arm. In 10 seconds, we're going triple pulse push-up. We don't need any weights anymore. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Let's switch it up. Hands are outside your shoulders, knees or toes. Pulse 3, 2, 1, and up. All right, on a push-up, your elbows should go 45 degrees off the rear of your body. And we are pulsing at the base. Pulses and push-ups. What a stinger, right? Yes, it is. But when you only get 2 rounds of 40 seconds apiece, we want to maximize time under tension in the push-ups by hitting those pulses hard. We got a plank march coming up to finish us out. Come on, gang. 3, 2, 1. Plank march. Start it low and move to high. Low, take it up to high, down to low. Switch the arm that leads. So right here, I'm going right arm up, take it down, then left arm up, then take it down. So each side of my body gets a little bit of extra as I push up to that high plank. Come on, gang, we got 15 seconds here, and then you will finish this plank circuit. Hell yeah. Right through that countdown, come on. Give me 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Let's grab ourselves some water. Well done. You have one more working circuit. Great timing here. We're hitting our core circuit before our cool down. So let me show you your 4 core moves, and then we'll get into this. Our first core move, we are actually going to hit in side plank. I'm going to keep my mat rolled up in 2 for extra cushion for both the forearm side plank as well as some of the core moves we're going to hit. All right, so we're going to hit a side plank and do some, we're going to hit a side plank and do a crunching elbow to knee. So from side plank on your elbow, my top arm and my top knee are going to crunch together. All right, so we're going to be hitting our obliques here. We're going to be working all along the side of our body in addition to the side of our glute. Now, if that feels like too much, you can always level this by taking that bottom knee, put a bend in it, send your bottom shin behind you, and you can hit this movement in a modified plank from the knee. So that bottom leg bent if you need it. Move number 2, shootouts with the option of a dumbbell if you want it. I'm gonna grab a 5-pound weight. I'm gonna challenge myself. So with shootouts, you're in a really tight ball, you shoot everything out long. In a tight ball, shoot everything out long. You can also do this body weight. You can pull it in and shoot it out, all right? You don't have to have the weight, but it's a nice little additional push. Move number 3 is called a cross crawl. It's a bike where you pause in the center. So I hit a bicycle crunch, and then I bring my knees together, pause. Bike, pause center. Bike, pause center. And our 4th movement, with our hands underneath our butt, a reverse crunch to a double leg extension. Reverse crunch, pop the hips, double leg extension. Reverse crunch, double leg extension. If the double leg extension puts any tension on the back, take it out, keep a reverse crunch. All right, one weight close to you for when we hit those shootouts if you want that as an option. But let's start in side plank. We got 40 seconds in this side plank on one side, and round 2 we'll switch sides. This is your last circuit, your last 6 minutes of work. Let's make this good. All right, I'm gonna start on my left elbow. Finding my side plank, crunching top elbow to knee. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, so I'm in my side plank. My hips are high. They are stacked. Since I'm on my toes and I have my feet stacked, I'm making sure that my bottom foot is flexed to give me a little more to push off the floor with. Keeping the hips high, keeping them stacked, and doing my best to get my elbow and my knee to meet above my body. It's tough, it's a challenge, but we can do it. In 10 seconds, we're going to shootouts. We're grabbing the dumbbell or doing body weight, tight ball, and lay it all out. 3, 2, 1, let's switch. Grabbing my weight. All right, I'm in that tight ball, I lay it out. A tight ball, and lay it out. I am pulling my chin to my chest. I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades up. Now, if at any point you're thinking, man, this is putting a lot of strain on my neck, drop your head, neck, and shoulders and stick with the move, because you can still do all of this with your upper body pressed against the mat. On deck, we have cross crawls. Remember, it's a bicycle crunch with a pause center. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, hands behind the head, bike, pause center, bike, pause center. That pause, your knees are in table. We're keeping our toes pointed throughout. Light touch behind the head, draw the elbow across the body as the leg goes long. The pause in the middle is meant to slow down bikes. Some people think bikes have to be fast. They don't. Slowing them down actually makes them harder. In 10 seconds, hands will go under the hips, under the butt, reverse crunch to leg extension. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hands under hips, let's go. Pop those legs up, take them out. Reverse crunch up, and take them out. Now on a reverse crunch, you are trying to poke a hole in the ceiling with your toes. You're using your abs to control the up and the down before you take those legs out. This is how we finish round 1. Woo! Let's do this. Get it. Come on, through the countdown. Stay with me. Pressing off the backs of your arms. 3, 2, 1, time. Let's grab some water. All right, this is it. One more round, and then your workout is done. Grab a quick sip of water, and I'm gonna reset my station. So I have one dumbbell close by for when I go to shootouts, and I'm gonna hit a side plank in the other direction, the other arm. So now my right arm is down, side plank, so I can crunch knee to elbow on the left side of my body. Right arm down. 3, 2, 1, take it up, let's go. All right. So that arm is going long. I'm reaching above my head, and then I'm pulling that leg in. That knee, bring it as high as possible. Now, if at any point you're thinking, wow, the movement is really hard for me, that's okay. You can hold a plank. You don't have to put the movement in. This is a suggestion for how to make it harder. You can level this to your body today. In 10 seconds, we're taking it to shootouts. With or without the dumbbell. In 5, 3, 2, 1, dumbbell, let's go. Shootouts, come on gang. Take it in, take it long. All right. Right here, we got about 2.5 minutes left in our workout. We know we want to finish this with that feeling of accomplishment. So we're gonna push through the end. We're gonna find a way to keep moving, honoring where our body is today, but making sure we feel like we have challenged ourselves through that finish. Get ready for a cross crawl. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1, weight down, cross crawl. Let's go, you know it. So it's that bike, pause center. Bike, pause center. You want that leg all the way out. Not a half bike, a full bike. Extend long, pause center. Extend long, pause center. All right, we got a brand new lease on life right here.
There is one move to go. Reverse crunch, double leg extension. This is how we put the cherry on top of this workout. Come on, move with me. 5 seconds here, then hands under hips. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands under hips. Woo, this is it. All right, legs up, legs out. Legs up, legs out. Use your hands, the backs of your arms, your shoulder blades to balance as you push up super high. All right, breathe as you extend up. Exhaling when those legs go out is helpful. We are almost there, my friends. Come on, come on. Push, push. 3, 2, 1, and time. Pull those knees in. Roll out on your low back. Yeah. All right. Full body stretch, arms overhead. Pull one knee into the chest, roll out the ankle. And let's extend that leg to the ceiling. Grab behind the calf or the hamstring, pull in. And switch. Other side, knee pulls in, ankle rolls out. Let's extend it up. Grab behind the calf or the hammy, pull in. And release. All right, full body stretch, arms overhead, legs long. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, use your core. Ooh, roll yourself up. Just finding a seated forward fold. And let's bring it to standing. Take your time getting there. We want to avoid that head rush. Shaking out our legs. Finding a quad stretch, knees in line, one heel to your butt, arm to the side. Take that foot in your hand, step behind the standing leg, come up and over, IT band stretch. So my left leg behind and my left arm over. Release. Let's take a quad stretch, other leg. And take the foot in the hand, place it behind the standing foot, come up and over. So my right foot is behind, my right arm is up and over. And let's switch sides. Sorry, not switch sides, let's uncurl. Feet in parallel, shoulder stretch, one arm across the body. Tricep stretch, up and over. Release, shoulder stretch, other arm. Almost through that workout. Up and over, tricep stretch. Release. Take a torso twist, just releasing through your midsection. Release to your back. And let's finish with 2 deep breaths. So we're taking those feet wide. We inhale down and up. One more time, inhale down. Exhale up, hands to heart center. We give ourselves a round of applause. All right. So if you came out and you enjoyed this workout on YouTube, thank you so much. Sorry about not being able to do this live today, but I have to sub a class at the Y kind of last minute. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you all next time. Have a great night. Bye.